Unpopular opinion, get yourself a shirt that's like comfortable enough to sneeze into. That shirt is heat. I've not gotten any blisters on my nose. Incredible news for some of the unemployed. Not incredible news, actually kind of fucked up news. We're gonna be talking about a YouTuber called Reckless Ben, which if you've been living under a rock, he goes around like uncovering malicious companies or like fucked up people. He's an entertaining like YouTube investigator, and sometimes he'll do some unethical things, like things that you'll see in the video that's like, oh, would this really pass in a court of law? And he'll do it for YouTube, right? Like he'll do it for the views. But like, I don't know if they're like legal loopholes. You would have to see the video to like know what I'm talking about. Do I give a fuck about some of these unethical things? Fuck no! Because out of all the videos I've seen, it's always him doing something that you could argue is unethical for something that has a broader, morally good purpose. So now that we know who Reckless Ben is, what did he do? Again, if you've been living under a rock, in 2023, 83-year-old Ed Mansell, who was in ill health at the time, co-signed his collection of Star Wars Lego sets, which he had been collecting either since the early 1990s or early 2000s, to a Bricks and Minifig store in Kaiser, Oregon, operated by Crystal Gorman and Benjamin Gorman. Mansell's son, Brian, estimated the value of Ed's sets to be roughly $200,000. The Bricks and Minifigs franchise in Kaiser also promoted Mansell's collection as one of the largest private Star Wars Lego collections in the region on social media, describing it as being estimated to be well over $200,000. The agreement is reported to have continued until November 2024, when the franchise ownership was transferred to Brandon Best and Joshua Johnson, which is who you see in the video. Ed Mansell's son, Brian Mansell, claimed that after the change in franchise ownership, the new operators refused to return unsold inventory or honor the consignment contract. In response, CEO McNeff stated that BAM Franchising terminated the prior franchise and maintained that consignment agreements are not authorized under franchise rules. This is where it leads into the Reckless Ben investigation, where then the dispute gained wider attention after 30-year-old Benjamin Paul Schneider, known on social media as Reckless Ben, published investigation videos on YouTube regarding BAM in May 2026. So BAM is, if you didn't know, Bricks and Minifigs. Basically, Bricks and Minifigs kind of gay, kind of fucked up, not gonna lie. And he's made videos on it. If you want to look at it, it's kind of, the videos actually, this video is probably my favorite video of the year because it's made so well, in the sense that everything that you'll ask throughout the video, like how could this shit be legal, he kind of explains it throughout. And I don't know, it ended up, in my opinion, it ended up being a fucking awesome video. Great video to watch. Starts off as a Lego, we need to collect Lego shit, and we need to get $200,000 worth of Legos. It ends up just going into a whole like police conspiracy thing. So now the police are all involved. You see all of the police like being corrupt in all of the videos so far. They end up making response videos towards the corruption that we're capable of seeing on camera. I mean, it's just all levels of fucked up. The more I learn about this, the more that I watch this, the more I get aggravated looking at this shit. Because fuck these guys, bro. Fuck these cops. That leads us to present day. If you want to watch more about Reckless Ben and this whole investigation, you guys can go do that. I recommend going to watch it. It's honestly, if this is like, I didn't know that the Lego scandal would be my biggest like shit that I needed in 2026, but it's kind of heat. Low key, I fuck with the videos. They're kind of awesome. Still, we got an update yesterday.
Episode 3 is finally finished after crazy all-nighters and basically destroying my health. But I can't post it or I will go to jail. And not only that, I will also immediately lose my lawsuit of $300,000, and the GoFundMe we made for Brian will go straight to this mystery company that I am no longer allowed to talk about. They sent court papers to my email, which I guess a judge approved for them that this was a—
By the way, whole levels of fucked up that the judge approved this, bro. This was one of the biggest things in the whole like scandal thing. Oh god, this shit actually aggravates the bitch out of me. This was like one of the bigger things was the fact that he was the fact that he had to go towards the house or whatever. He had to go over and he had to kind of serve the papers in person. But these fucking losers are capable of doing it through. It's just all levels of fucked up, dude. It would have all been like, some of the shit could have been completely avoided if the judge would have allowed Ben to do the exact same thing, if he would have had the same courtesy.
Valid form of service. And so now that I'm officially served, I cannot even mention this company or I will be in jail, and everything. Normally I would be like,
By the way, guys, I don't know. I don't see people bringing this up enough. Tell me why he fucking mogs, yo. What the hell?
screw the big guy telling me what to do. I'm going to do what's morally right. But in this situation, if I do that, then all my friends get screwed with this lawsuit and we lose all the GoFundMe money we raised, like immediately. So I am no longer allowed to even mention this mystery company. My personal opinion is that this is unfair because this order was put on me because this company was telling the court that I was making bomb threats. I was planning on murdering the manager and employees.
God, that shit aggravates me so bad, bro. It actually gets me so upset that they can just make these claims and there's no punishment towards them. We're capable of seeing what's happening here. Probably what's actually happening is that the viewers who are watching it are probably going off and threatening these people because of the fucked up shit. Now, you shouldn't go out and do that. If you're reasonable, you know that you shouldn't go out and do that. If you're reasonable, you also know that, like, this is one specific franchise place. Disregarding all of that, none of it has been. And to claim that it's him, it's all what a bunch of fucking losers, those people at Bricks and Minifigs.
Which obviously I didn't do, and you can see that in the footage. The only problem is I was not given a chance to share my side. The court just heard their perspective, not mine. So because I wasn't able to share my side, I'm now no longer allowed to talk about them, and it looks like this might be it. So, yeah.
Then right after this video, I'm pretty sure, they ended up shutting down the GoFundMe, which was all levels of fucked up also. Shutting down the GoFundMe that they had created because at some point in time, they ended up just kind of giving up and being like, okay, we're not going to win some, we're not going to make the money because they just closed down the store or whatever. And they just decided to start a GoFundMe. And then it shut down yesterday. And then I went to sleep and I woke up and it's up today. So definitely go send some money to these guys, because I would do the same if I wasn't broke. B-R-O-K-E, broke.
When I reviewed the budget, I noticed that there was an increase of around $600,000, which is a 9% increase to our property taxes. Even though this increase is large, it is not large enough for the upcoming civil lawsuits that our city is about to face because of the misconduct of our police department. Our police department in March went on a crusade against an individual, and he now has legal rights to sue this city. That is going to be our taxpayer dollars that are going to have to pay for that. The police chief then went on a media release and lied to the public. He stated that the individual did not complete a traffic stop or did not complete a stop sign complete stop, but when reviewing the video evidence, they did. He said that when this individual was trying to serve court papers, which is his civil right, that when the police reviewed the court papers, they said that they had already been served, which was a lie. They had not been. The police swatted this individual, arresting 5 people without any arrest warrants, and then took 4 of them who they did not even know the identity of.
Basically, Epstein? The American City Council was just warned the increased taxes won't be enough to cover the massive lawsuit that's coming. The AFPD reportedly violated the rights of Reckless Ben. The police chief then issued a public statement that it was easily debunked by the body cam footage they accidentally released. They swatted and arrested a group at gunpoint, including a minor. What the fuck? Now citizens are living in fear of retaliation after seeing what their police department was willing to do to cover for Bricks and Minifigs. These are the citizens, these are the residents. They're mad that their taxpayer dollars are gonna go into this stupid ass shit because they're gonna get sued, or at least the expectation is that.
In fact, seeing this conduct, I am in fear of standing here with seeing if there's any retribution that they might bring on me, because that is what they did to this individual. And if they're willing to do that to them, they are willing to do that to me and to anyone else. Thank you.
Fuck 'em! Fuck 'em! That's the update for today. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Love you. Subscribe.